Hey, what's up guys? John here. I am in the process right now of obtaining my private pilot license. I am 14 hours in. I have 40 hours probably to go. The real requirement is 40 hours required to get your private pilot, but most people go between 60 and 70 hours. So when they have the private pilot license, and this is some of the stuff that I'm learning because I'm new to this, what you need is really the instrument rating. The instrument rating is going to drive your insurance costs down big time on your plane. So for me, I wanted to get a Piper. I wanted to get either like a Cherokee 6, something like that, where it's a 6-seater plane. You can buy those for, right now the market's really hot, but maybe $200,000 to $350,000, $200,000 to $400,000. You can get that plane. But some things I did not take into consideration. One is that insurance costs will be very, very high. Right now, I'm getting quotes between $11,000 and $12,000 a year just for the insurance. So about $1,000 a month for insurance. Very expensive. But if I were to go with something a bit more cost effective, say a 182 or a 172 Cessna, the prices would drop to about $3,000 a year. What I was told was to obtain first my private pilot license. After that, do another 40 hours. I can do most of that by myself without an instructor and get my instrument rating. When I have my instrument rating, the prices for insurance will drop dramatically. So what I'm thinking about doing right now, since also airplane costs have skyrocketed the last 2 years, the planes that I'm looking at now have increased by about 30% from 2 years ago. Now, if you're thinking about a $250,000 plane, you'll start to realize, wow, that's a lot of money, $60,000, $70,000 more in aviation cost just for the plane, plus insurance rates doubled. So why I think that is I think that people now are getting more interested, more curious into different ways that they can travel. They see how travel has changed. And it's changing in a negative way for a lot of people. People are looking for alternatives. So I think there's going to be more attention to private aviation. I think these Cessna 182s and 172s and some of these more entry-level planes will start to probably appreciate even more in the future just because there's going to be more demand for these planes. So as that happens, obviously supply and demand dictate price in a big degree. So what's going to happen is prices are just going to keep going up and they're going to stabilize at a much higher rate. So where I'm seeing things go is I think maybe the smart move for me would be for me to buy like a 172 or maybe a 182. If I can buy one cheap enough, I can essentially rip everything out. When I say everything, I mean avionics. I can rip out the seats and put just a new interior in, and I can film a lot of content around the renovation of the new plane. And at the end, I'll have a plane that will age very well if I can buy it for the right price, and it will hold its value. So that's kind of where I'm leaning right now, 172 to a 182, and maybe at the end, out the door, somewhere between like 150,000. Get my instrument rating, get more experience, then climb the ladder and climb the ladder. And then who knows, maybe in 3 years, 4 years, I'll have something really, really beautiful. But it's crazy, like learning how all this stuff works. I'm learning everything, pretty much by the day because I'm studying at night. I'm meeting with my instructor almost daily. I'm asking him a million questions and kind of figuring out where my goals fit in with reality. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm really excited though. By hopefully the next 2-3 weeks, I'll own an airplane, and from there I will just grow and grow and grow and climb that ladder in aviation. But I'm curious where you guys think aviation is going in the next, say, 1 to 2 years. Do you think these entry-level planes will come down if the economy crashes, or do you think people will feel less comfortable going in like a Delta flight or a Southwest flight because of all of these random attacks and all these new things that are happening? People have to cover their faces, people have to do this, they have to do that. And I think people are not going to want to keep doing that. I think maybe some people will say, you know what, I can afford to spend $100,000 on an airplane. I can do that. I can just fly domestically, or I can fly to Mexico. I can do this, I can do that without having to go through this, and I'll own the airplane. So that's kind of where I'm thinking. I think that that's where we're gonna go, and I'm curious where you guys think. So drop your comments below, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. YouTube Success Blueprint. If you've enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into growing your YouTube channel and create passive income as a YouTuber, check out my YouTube Success Blueprint by clicking the link in the description below this video. One of the richest men in the world, Warren Buffett, once said, "Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out a bucket, not a thimble." I get the feeling that many men and women today are using thimbles instead of buckets. The truth is that we're in a huge wave of opportunity. I'm not suggesting that the current situation hasn't caused any financial damage to people's lives, because it certainly has. You may be one of those who have been fired, transferred, demoted, or had his assets repossessed. When looking up my own channel statistics on Social Blade, you can see that I was able to grow from a mere 11,000 subscribers to 120,000 subscribers in just 15 months. You could do this too, and I want to show you how. My YouTube Success Blueprint is a complete A to Z guide that teaches you the necessary steps in order to get your channel up and running within a few days. YouTube is an explosive avenue where you can earn thousands of dollars based simply on uploading videos and monetizing them for views. Think of a bridge with a toll on it. That is a video that's monetized on YouTube. It also serves a great channel to capture leads and potential new clients. Personally, I'm receiving roughly $30,000 per month in video views through Google AdSense just by people watching my videos on YouTube with 120,000 subscribers. This number is likely only going to grow as more and more people become accustomed to using YouTube. We have roughly 2.3 billion monthly users on YouTube, and I could see that number hit 3 billion in no time. To learn more about growing your YouTube channel and creating passive income as a YouTuber, register for my YouTube Success Blueprint by clicking the link in the description below this video.